Hello, welcome. This is a surprise to me too that this is happening. um, we'll see if anyone shows up because I dropped this out of nowhere. So, also not sure if the audio is working again. Let me figure that out. It's unlisted. That's why my live stream. Literally, I can't find it. How do I edit the stream?
What do they call it? Robbing? When it's like that's their job.
Visibility, public, publish. Cool.
Also, when goals are like not the norm, like it's more likely that they're not going to get a goal than that they are.
Yeah.
I find it hilarious that they're like they just robbed them. I'm like, but it is an cool.
Publish. Hi. Welcome. This is just because. Also, this might make it easier to follow my actual game reactions if I'm able to figure that out. Utah shot, blocked. Mark Stone tries to kick it, can't get it. Utah keeps possession for the moment in the offensive zone. Cooley sends it to the middle. It's blocked and chopped out of the zone by Eichel. I totally missed that we were past the 18-minute mark. Cool. In the neutral zone, Hannafin sends it over. Anderson up to Hurdle, who shovels it deep. Vermelka behind the net stops it, sends it around. And Utah sends it into the neutral zone. Lauzon sends it back. Smith with Hurdle. Hurdle stops up, tries to get it, shovels it. The puck's loose, and Utah clears it to the neutral zone. Hi, welcome, people. I don't want the game 7 either, but honestly, I don't know. I'm not superstitious at all, so it's not my fault. Right? Right. Dowd sends it back to the point. Theodore on. Wide. It's now pushed wide. And into the neutral zone. Theodore and gives it away. Tanev. Save Hart. Vegas recollects and is able to get it to the neutral zone. Cole Smith gets it deep as they all go for a change. John Marino behind the net will grab it for Utah. Hi, guys. This is a surprise to me that I'm here as well, but it worked out. Offsides. There's a whistle. Also, sorry that I'm behind as well. Also, just a reminder, the stream itself, like is 15 seconds behind what I'm seeing as well. So like I am 15 seconds ahead of what you guys are seeing because I don't know how to figure that out. I'm using Streamlabs and going between the two software. I don't know. Vegas has 3 shots. Let's go. There is so it's a neutral zone face off. Eichel wins it. Hannafin sends it up. Go Knights, go! Let's go. Defensive zone. Barbashev takes it. Shot. Vermelka makes the save. It's still loose. Vegas, Hannafin sends it back. Eichel with the puck. And can't quite get it to Hannafin. Here comes Utah's first line. Schmaltz stick handles around Eichel. That's a penalty? Yep. Hooking on Jack Eichel. Oh boy. First power play to Utah. Yeah. No arguments there. It's Barbashev in the box. Interesting. Because that was definitely Eichel that did the hook. Utah's power play. I don't know. I don't know what they called. I thought Eichel definitely hooked him, but I don't know why Barbashev's in the box then. I, in my opinion, I would have called the hook on Eichel, but also like I'm just looking at it, right? I'm not whatever camera angle they give me. The draw is pushed behind Vegas' net. Kolazar with the puck is holding it against the boards. Utah gets it out. Keller to the point. Sergachev back to Keller. Shot wide. Missed. Gunther. Now it's back at the point. Sergachev. Gunther shot wide. Keller keeps it in the zone. Sends it back. Keller has it. Shot. Gloved. And if that would stop, that would be fantastic. I don't think. I think last game they were actually technically in favor of Vegas. There was a missed high stick on Nate Schmidt early in the first period, and in general, like I don't know, everything that was called that I saw was a legit penalty, and I think there were things that weren't called on both sides. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, 40 seconds difference. So I know that because I'm watching it on my television, that that is normally behind my phone by a good like 30 seconds. And so if I were to watch it off my phone, that would be different. But um, I don't know. I thought it was a legit penalty. I just don't know why Barbashev got it instead of Eichel. Granted, I can barely hear what they're saying anyway. 1 minute left on the power play for Utah. They are in the neutral zone. They get it in. Gunther with the puck. Stick handles it. It goes to Cooley, bats it over to, I'm assuming that's Keller. Schmaltz has the puck. Cooley, back to Sergachev. Gunther, Sergachev, shot blocked. Man, blocking a puck going 95 miles per hour into your shins is nuts, right? McNabb has the puck, sends it up. Would rather have Eichel on the PK, 100%. I'm just confused as to what was actually called and why Barbashev. Like, I didn't see Barbashev specifically do anything. And the camera work got Eichel on the hook on Schmaltz. So, I don't know. 15 seconds left on the power play. Utah second unit's out there. Paterka sends it to the middle. It's shoveled. Wow, just barely missed. Kerfoot goes to get it. Lauzon, Eichel. That'll be the end of the power play. As much as I want to say it's Vegas's penalty kill has been good, it hasn't been. I don't know what's going. Utah has just not been able to capitalize. Wild Bill is a few games away from coming back. See, that's the thing. I hope so. like I, I don't know. I don't know when we would see him back. My glasses are crooked to all heck. Holy moly. That's better. I can also see a little bit clearer. Howden's shorthanded goal last game. Oh, fantastic. Thing of beauty. Oh man. Part of me wishes I was live streaming that game because like it's overtime, right? And I want to share that with people instead of watching it by myself. But like, man, I was so negative to end the third period. I did not think we were going to tie it. I thought Utah was going to go with the 3-2 lead. Korzak shot, and Vermelka makes the save, and then there's some shoving. That's fun. I don't know what. Carlson's been out since what, October, November. I do not understand. Like, and the thing is he is so essential to our lineup that he's the reason. Him being out is the reason Marner's playing center, right? It's crazy. Wild Bill is fantastic. I love that guy, dude. I still think about that beautiful between the legs shot over Martin Jones's shoulder against the Sharks in year one. I think that was shorthanded too. I like that. I just that image of him with the stick, picking up the puck, is ingrained in my brain. Cross stitch of the 2023 Cup win. I don't know. I legit like tweet it to me if you have Twitter or X or whatever, because like I I've seen people been able to post in like the communities of different like YouTube channels that are not the creator. I don't know if you have to be a certain like level for that to be the case, but like I don't. Sabres won, right? That's crazy. I mean, I thought they were going to beat the Bruins. I work as an I work as an off ice official for my local hockey team, and it's FPHL, the Federal Prospects Hockey League. It's like single A, but the two of the people that I work with are huge Sabres fans, so they I have got to be thrilled. And I know there's like still that drama where they hate us because of Eichel or whatever. I love Alex Stuck still, so I don't know. Shots are 6-3. I should probably edit that, because I have to do all the score bug manually, which is fine by me. Thank you for being here. If you're here, I appreciate it. I love being able to watch games with people, and it's so late here, and I wish my family could stay up. It's ridiculous to be able to ask them to. Holy mo! How am I that far off at the time? What is going on? Okay. Uh, the puck is in Utah's end, into the neutral zone now. Not going to be icing. McNabb corrals it behind the net, sends it up. Hurdle at center ice, dumps it. Vermelka stops it behind his own net, sends it back around. It's going to make its way to Marino. Schmaltz, Keller, Schmidt, Nate Schmidt, Vegas legend. And Vegas comes away with it and gets it into the neutral zone. Eichel. It's broken up. Utah is able to send it back in. Kraus on the corner, and Vegas gets it back, but just sends it back to him. It's having Sabres Vegas final would be literally insane. I don't know how it was changed then. I will look at the settings tonight because I don't remember ever manually changing that. Um, I don't. I'll look at that during one of the intermissions or something, and we'll see if I'm able to find how to edit those settings. Vegas Sabres final, I feel like would be so toxic. And it's not possible anymore to have the most toxic bracket for Vegas because it would have been like Utah. Like I feel like the fan bases don't like each other right now, even though I like personally have nothing against it. And then Edmonton would have been so toxic. And then I think the most toxic would have been Dallas in the conference finals. Minnesota would also be kind of bad, but not as bad in my opinion. Even though like I like Minnesota and Dallas, so like I don't have it personally, but just Utah had a chance. Weir couldn't bury it. He was on the backhand too, going to his offside. I don't know. Vegas banks it out into the neutral zone. Staying up so late, I don't have a choice. Like I do have a choice. I hate sleep anyway. I'm getting older now, and the reason I know that is because I actually kind of like sleep now, and I've always hated sleep. Sorry, I'm so late to the chat because I also want to. I'm like paying attention to the game. I am in the East Coast. I live in Georgia, the state. East Coast watching sports sucks so much worse. That I remember waking up on Sunday mornings and being able to just turn on a football game or whatever, and at like 10 in the morning, and basically, and like you would any game. I need to stop the clock. Holy moly, Tyler! You would be able to like watch sports all day, but still go to bed at a reasonable time because like the latest game would be over well before like an actual bedtime, which I never really had as a kid. So that probably also ruined my relationship with sleep. Dowd is kicked out of the center dot. Sissons comes in. This is why it's helpful to have so many centers in your lineup that can take a face off. Utah takes possession of the face off. Will we beat the Ducks in how many games? We got to beat Utah first. Like I know we're up 3-2. I don't know. Ducks fan. Hey, cosmic urgency. That's fine. Welcome to this. I just saying this out loud. I'm a hockey fan first, Vegas fan second. I've loved hockey since 2009, but I didn't have a team until my hometown got one. But yeah, no, it makes sense. I think the rest of the league would probably rather see Utah for multiple reasons. One, Utah is a new team. They're fun, right? That's how Vegas was their first two seasons for most people, I feel like. Utah has the puck, sends it Paterka with was kind of not like interfered with, but like Vegas, I don't know who that is, was there to break up the chance. Cole Smith. Paterka has the puck in the corner, sends it back. Broken up, Cole Smith again, and they're fighting for it. Utah comes away with it. Marino missed Schmidt a little bit. I mean, Schmidt missed it. Uh, if Vegas beats Utah, not icing because it went on net. Vegas got the line change. They sent it down. Utah's the puck. If we are able to beat Utah, I don't know, man. This team, Vegas specifically, is a wonder. They are the first team in NHL history to be down in the third period in every game of 1 through 5 in a playoff series and have the series lead after 5 games. And that's not going to cut it the longer we go. Like, that's a wonder that that happened. It's the 29th time in NHL history that a team um, has been losing in the third period in the first 5 games. It's crazy. But if so, like whether that's an icing, Utah will have an offensive zone draw. If Vegas were to win against Utah, facing Anaheim, who's another young, fast, flying team, at least Vegas will be used to the style. I think Quenneville is a better coach than Turgney, or however you pronounce it. They call him, what do they call him? Bear. I had it. It was there. I just needed to see it visually. Stayed up the other day after spending all day studying for an exam in the morning. Finals are here, right? Yeah, no, I graduated 3 years ago, and I kind of forgot. Like my wife's doing her PhD, so she doesn't have finals. But like I kind of forgot that that's a thing. You know, that's rough. Yeah, and then overtime, and then second overtime. I legitimately was like, I could see this going like three over. I could see it. My wife wakes up to go to school, and I'm still awake watching the game, even though like that will likely wouldn't happen. Um, if Utah wins against the Ducks, I think Anaheim. Not no offense against Utah, I just think that Anaheim's better coached. So I think, yeah, and then there's that aspect of it. So I think there's two reasons people hate Vegas being reason number one of why they would rather Utah win, like Utah being new and less controversial, and then number two for Anaheim specifically, I think even though Vegas has its flaws, there's just this conception that, and it's been proven over these first five games that Vegas is never out of it, right? And so no matter what lead you have, unless it's 4-0. Um, if you have any lead in the third period, Vegas can come back, and that is just kind of terrifying to go up against. Again, with the clock, I need to stop the freaking clock. Um, the Ducks coach, hey, I. It's a really rough time to be a hockey fan. I'm just gonna say, I don't have any defense for that. I don't have any there's nothing I can talk about with any of that, right? Not because of my personal beliefs or morals, but because the things that I've been told recently, like that all Vegas fans deserve to die because they're cheering for a team that has who they have in net, even though a large portion of the fan base disagreed with the signing immediately. I don't know. Anyway, there's 13 people here. Thank you so much for being here. That whole topic, there's so much that I don't know how to talk about any of that because what can I say? Like nothing that I say is going to be able to, you know. Lightning Canadians. Um, man, another 0-0 game that went into overtime. Tampa Bay pulls it out. Good for them. Game seven of that series goes hard. Oh boy, shots are 7-3. Eichel with the puck sends it around. Hannafin has it, sends it up. It Utah takes back possession of it in the neutral zone. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, as a fan, I can't, the only thing I can control is, I don't know. I, I can't make any roster decisions, and I don't know. Yeah, it's rough. Vegas wins the draw. Anderson did not make the. It doesn't matter. Utah takes it. Sergachev over to Uyghur. Uyghur sends it up. Tipped in by Gunther, I want to say. Hart puts it over. And Cooley sends it back. Vegas takes it away. Dorofiev. Skorofiev, hopefully soon. Icing. But like I was saying earlier, like Utah's power play, I don't think has been the problem. Like I don't think it's because Vegas's penalty kill has been good. I think it's been because Utah's power play either isn't getting the lucky bounces that they get anytime else during the game, or I don't know. I don't know why it is going the way that it is. Defensive zone draw for Vegas, and Eichel technically wins it. Hannafin has the puck, airlifts it, and Marino keeps it in. Marino sends it backhand over to Keller. Keller shot. Barbashev takes it and gets it out. John Marino goes back to get it. Up to Keller, over to Kraus, into the zone. Kraus pulls up.
Do you know all the Utah players?
Yeah, I do. Schmaltz.
Actively?
Yeah. Keller. I was surprised I knew all of them, to be honest. Barbashev takes it and he goes the other way. They've got a potential 2-on-1 if they can hurry. Jersey is the lone D man back. And why would you try to pass to the trailing third? McNabb has a shot and it's saved. Look, Stone is a fantastic player. He is a way smarter hockey player than me. Why would you pass it back to a trailing third in Shea Theodore when you have a Utah player right there? Barbashev and Stone have a 2-on-1, and Stone sends it back to the trailer. Either he should have taken that shot or he should have sent it to Barbashev to take a shot, which Utah's defenseman Jersey was back and was playing well enough. Oh man. Marner goal tonight would quiet, yeah. But it's not going to matter, right? They're going to find some new excuse. Like, it's the first round, and so let's wait until it gets deeper in the run for his stat Steven count. Howden behind the net sends it back. Korzak wide. Howden battling for it. Utah. Sergachev gets it out. Sergachev sends it back. Stone. Uyghur has it. Sends it up to Sergachev. Missed him. Lauzon keeps it in. Blocked. Shoveled out to the slot. Stone has it. Lauzon. Sergachev intercepts the pass and gets it out into the neutral zone. Lauzon gloved it down and back to Sergachev. Vegas winning the cup would have make. Yeah. Oh boy, the puck was in Vegas's goalie's crease, and sticks were tied up. Thankfully, nothing could get on. It was another chance for Utah for sure, but Vegas winning the cup would have the most outrage probably from everyone in the league. Like, you're gonna have the team's specific rivals. Like, for example, like Ottawa, Toronto are a rivalry, right? Because of the province that they're in and like being so close, the proximity. And then you've got like Calgary, Edmonton. I have a Ducks fan, and Chipotle does their like buy one get one free if you're wearing a hockey jersey deal. And even though they're a Ducks fan, they were like they didn't ask for a Ducks jersey because they don't have a hockey jersey. They just made sure like, hey, not a Kings jersey. So I thought that was funny. Um, but like you've got your proximal rivals, but I feel like in general, like Vegas is just so hated because A, they've been very successful. B, the way that they handle their personnel is very like business approach, like, and feelings don't really matter, which is how you make a more successful club for longer, but also at the same time, like, I think the loyalty thing is blown out of proportion because the number of players that stay is actually, in general, the same as most other clubs. Oh boy. Oh, puck went into the slot. Cooley was able to grab it instead of Barbashev, even though Barbashev was there. Shot out of play. And we're going to go to a commercial break. So maybe I can actually finish a couple of thoughts here. Because I've talked about a lot of different things so far. Oh man, the orange Ducks jersey, the McQueen one, 100%. And the fact that he picked number 95, I was like, oh, um, because now I have a jersey for every team, right? I posted that in my community posts, whatever it's called, the community tab on my page, on my channel, and yeah, no, I finally have it, and I love the 25th anniversary one, the black with the original teal and eggplant, even though the eggplant is very tiny compared to the original jersey. I love that jersey, but as soon as I saw McQueen with the 95 in the new style, and I love the new font as well for Anaheim, that jersey is so sick. I would love, and then I was like, well, then there's also all these other jerseys that I would also love to have a second one of. Like San Jose's new style is fantastic as well. Um,
I
and
don't even like San Jose.
I don't.
Don't you know?
What other jerseys? The goat head for Buffalo. Hatsume Miku Black Kraken customer. Is it like is the oh okay, so like the Kraken is it their new one? The but customized as Hatsume Miku, or is it what is it? Is it like a specific like specialty jersey that they've never worn? Um as far as like other like I have a Utah. I have their away from the inaugural season that has the inaugural season patches on the shoulder, but like the black with the mammoth and the logo after they got their team, like feels weird that I don't have that one too, right? How did being a teamless fan work? I so they sports team have do the goal. Yeah, first team. I will get to your question, Cosmic Urgency. Sorry, Vegas first sports team with a glow in the dark jersey, 100%. Someone just customized it and then they went to a game and caught. Hey, that's fun. Embrace your fandoms, right? And when they do crossovers, it's so awesome, right? For like whoever feels that specifically. Uh, Marner wide. Utah has the puck. Spoilers. McNabb sends it up. That okay. Utah. Marner. Marner. Howden. Brett Howden. Let's go. Holy moly, dude, is so unbelievably clutch. What? Yes, my kids are asleep. They stayed up late. They're out like rocks. Um, McNabb. This is oh man, and then Utah just lazily passes it back into the slot. Marner sends it on, misses. This is Howden is there. This is very similar to what's it called? John Marino's goal from Game 5, game. Oh my goodness, Game 5, where he just happened to be there and the puck bounced off the end boards right to his stick and he went it in, got it in. Um, Cosmic Urgency. I've not forgotten about your question. I will definitely get to that. Just I'm still trying to. Holy moly! Got a wall bounce finally, right? I don't know what that sound was. I had a sound. Thank you, whatever that sound was. Um, um, I don't know what's happening. I'm so new to this. Sorry guys. I really don't know what's happening. Um, okay. Vegas has the lead. See, that's the thing though. As dangerous as Vegas is, Utah's also dangerous because Vegas will allow a lot of stuff. So like, got to keep it going. Nate Schmidt sends it up. Hello, friend from Quebec City. Hey, welcome, Quebec, Quebec. How do you? I'm sorry. I'm really not sure. Like, however it's supposed to be pronounced. As a neutral viewer, hate towards Vegas. Hey, welcome. I'm a hockey fan first. This is fantastic. It's easy to generalize your outrage and spread hate in the easiest way possible, that being towards the fan base as a whole. Yeah. Questionable decisions. I 100% will agree with that. 1000%. Vegas has made some absolutely questionable decisions. And like as a fan, man, I get it. But like I don't know. I don't like yes, like even though like whatever. Like you can disagree whatever. Um y- you couldn't cheer for like most teams in the league if that was how it is. Like Chicago, with everything that happened there, right? And the punishment not being, I don't know, and it's really rough to get into. I think Vegas is just really easy to hate because of the controversial stuff. questionable decisions, and they're good, right? Um, I appreciate the insight though. Like it's really helpful to understand a little bit more from other people when we're able to have actual conversation and actual engagement and talking like people, person to person, right? That's the part that I miss. Oh, here, oh, I don't know why Paterka didn't handle that unless Vegas got a stick on it. I love talking to you guys, but I'm ADHD, and so my attention span going back and forth between the games and the chat is really rough. Sorry about that. I need to figure that out still. Ian calls the puck. Leafs fan, cheering for Vegas because Marner is your favorite. Hey, that's so cool. You are one of the few that I've seen. I really appreciate that, and I feel similarly. Like I would love if which I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Shiny Utah? Like has a Vegas Buffalo final, right? And if Alex Tuck and the Buffalo Sabres got to the final, even though I don't personally like the Sabres, I would feel so ecstatic for Alex Tuck because I love that guy. Locked Howden into a contract. Yeah, he's his pay would be double easily what it is now. We really locked him in at a really good time. The questionable decisions that outraged, yeah, us too. And the long, the if we're going to talk about specifically roster decisions, I questioned what they gave up for Cole Smith and Nick Dowd. I was like, you guys gave up what was it, a second and a third for like fourth liners? What? Like that's a huge thing to give up for, but easily since game one, I'm like, holy moly, these guys have been fantastic. This is so good. OBS to cut out the live scoreboard. Not sure I don't know what my setup is either, to be honest. I really don't know what I'm doing. Uh, they are a lot smarter than me. And wrist shot blocked. Um, purity testing always, yeah, results in hypocrisy. It's really hard. Because like I try to just be the best person that I can be, and for me that looks a little bit different than probably for other people, and that's fine, right? Like, I'm not going to align morally with every single person as long as we're able to agree on like basic human rights and stuff. Great. Um, which that's also tricky to get into once people start trying to define things and create division more. But yeah, more goals, please. OBS to cut out the live scoreboard. The so this yeah, I don't know. I could do that instead of having to manually do it. Um, I need to figure this out, and I think I might try to look at it more when I have more time. This is a super busy time in my life, not just because of the three kids, wife, and a PhD, but like specifically the beginning of May is rough for me. Even though it's all for good things, it's all for good things. I'm sorry. It's my wife's birthday. We celebrated her birthday. I threw her a surprise party today, so that's I was not sure I was going to be able to live stream. It was fantastic. I had a lot of fun doing it. But oh, then Utah gets it back up. Who is that? It's ooh stumble. Vegas will get it. Yamamoto, I was assuming. Marino sends it back. Okay, didn't word it well. No, I totally get it. I and uh, Braid Brady, like, hey, that you worded it perfectly. It's fine. You're good. I think people are allowed to hate Vegas. It's fine. That's just part of sports. Directing it towards the fan base is going to happen, and like I can't control other people, even like though I disagree with it and personally wouldn't do it. Right? Knights got had a 1-for-1 trade with Rain. It kind of. It didn't exactly work out that way, from what I remember. Because what I remember is we got him for a fourth round pick, and then right after that we sent Ryan Reeves there for a third or something. Um, so like it was really close to that basically though. Oh, go Knights, go! Welcome, Beer Ken Howie. The game 7 between Montreal and Tampa. I have no freaking clue. That series has been ridiculous. Because Montreal is young and fast, and they play loose and sometimes inexperienced, but like dangerous. Dorothea streams in, shot wide, blocked. He has it. There's a delayed penalty and power play for Vegas with like 2 seconds left in the period, which means we're gonna have a minute and 58 seconds, assuming we don't score in 2 seconds. Lauzon's going back down the tunnel, which could either be because he's hurt, which he seems like he was fine. It's interference. I don't know. I Holy moly, I'm having such a fun time talking to you guys, and I'm barely paying attention to the game, even though it's an elimination game, potential elimination game. Did it go off the post? Dorothea shot. No, it just got blocked and went behind the net
By his own person.
by Lauzon. Did that hit him in the face? Yeah. Carter Hart with the toe kick. I don't know. Okay, cool. Happy birthday to my wife. She did the little cutesy shrug thing. Um, I don't know how to explain that. Sorry. Shot suppression this game and this game specifically has been really really good. I think Utah is one of those teams that likes to just capitalize on their chances, and Vegas has done a really good job of keeping their shots and keeping them on the perimeter, shooting from the sides or whatever. All right, that's going to do it for the first period. Vegas is up 1-0, and we have a power play to start off the second. Basically a full one, right? Yeah, Lauzon got hit with the puck, and that's never fun. Tampa winning. I see. Tampa has experience, right? But they also have this young group. JJ Moser, getting him for Sergachev was really underrated. He's been phenomenal for them. Um, and then I don't know, man. It really could go either way. If I had to, Brian Hagel too is it's been so good. After he scored, I think it was his like fifth goal in Game 4 of the series. I was like, oh, like if he continues at this pace for this series and it goes 7, I could see him being a Conn Smythe candidate even if they're out after their first round, which was mostly like sarcasm, but like in a little bit of truth there. So, um, treat the wife good. I try my best. I try my best. The Knights have scored more on
That's
the
why I
Mammoths.
like that.
The Knights have scored more. Yeah, 2 shorthanded goals, both from Brett Howden has scored more during the Mammoths power play than the Mammoth have, and I don't understand why our penalty kill has not been like great. uh, I feel like Utah's penalty kill has been a lot better at collapsing and getting into lanes and destroying opportunities that Vegas normally had in the regular season. But because of a little bit of puck luck with the hurdle to Dorothea one that happened last game, and then Stone being who he is in games 1 and 2, like we've been able to just score a little bit more on our power play, but I don't know, man. I really can't understand. Yeah, he took one to the dome. Hopefully he's good. I've done a 180 on Lauzon.
Did it?
Good job. She finished her work. Let's go. Ah, okay. Um, Bolo pair rooting for Vegas, but they just don't seem to got it like other years. 100%. I see that. Like I still am confused on whether we're actually good or not. Like we're a good team, and we're able to do fantastic stuff. If you look at the team on paper, they should be doing better than this, right? Right? But hey, I said this last season. It's you really have to. It's everything that happens in the playoffs does not matter. The only thing that matters is the win and the loss. Doesn't matter what the score is. Doesn't matter what how close it was. Doesn't matter if it's a blowout or if it's a third period comeback to win every game that you've had. But all that matters is the win and the loss, and they couldn't get those last year, even though they probably looked better stat wise than they do this year. Granted, the Minnesota and Utah series are near identical. including Brett Howden with an overtime game winner in Game 5, or just on the exact same day, April 29th. Uh, I don't know. Like, I'm still up in the air on whether or not they have this series, to be honest. Like, anything can happen, and Utah's been shown that they're a good team and can battle against the Knights. And the thing is Anaheim is, I would say, a similar style to Utah. So Vegas, like, if you think about it positively, know what they're getting into when if they were to advance, or B, are going to struggle just as much against Anaheim as they are against Utah, right? Vegas is older, they're slower, but they're a heavier team. And is Gudis still injured? I This year I've been out of the loop on other teams a lot more than previous years, mostly because father of three, and I'm just trying to figure all that out. But yeah, man, Mitch Marner, his fifth point in 6 games. Remember cheering for Vegas when you were younger because how? Sorry, what? This is year 9. I mean, I cheered for Vegas when I was younger, but it was the Las Vegas Thunder and the Las Vegas Wranglers, which Montreal is Canada's last hope. Yeah. So like I understand. There like and I lived in Canada for I think Kudus has been back. I don't know, but like Anaheim was grateful that he got suspended because they're like, get this guy off our team. He's been a detriment, right? Like the reason I brought him up was because he is that physical presence, right? That the intimidation factor in the playoffs, whether or not that's been helpful. They're showing the Oilers falling short. To be honest, like I okay, because I'm a hockey fan first. There are the rivalries. Like there are teams that I have a hard time cheering for. I kind of felt bad for Edmonton slightly. There's a YouTuber, Austin Hockey, and he was doing the streams and stuff, and he hates Vegas, and that's fine. Like I get it. But like I felt bad for him. But he's like, this team just doesn't have it. They haven't had it all season. It's been a weird, like not good enough season for Edmonton and stuff. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna get. He only played one game, game one. Yeah, I don't know. Utah, Anaheim is a dangerous team. They're a fast team. Cutter Gauthier is unbelievably good. I have him in fantasy, the Fantasy Stars app. He's been phenomenal. And I really like Beckett Seneca and what's his name, Jackson Lacombe. I like Mintikov as well, but like he's further down in the lineup. He played really well against Vegas when he first got into the league. I'm going to circle back to a question that was earlier from Cosmic Urgency. So not having a team. I grew up with hockey so it was NASCAR as the predominant sport in our household, and then it was hockey was the second one. And for a while, it was very secondary. Like it was just like I would go to Thunder and Wranglers games pretty consistently with my family, but like it wasn't um, like I didn't get that invested in it. I don't. Because I was a kid. I didn't really know. Jack Eichel has played very well. Um, Even though like on the point sheet he hasn't shown up as much, I think he might lead Vegas in points. I'm pull up stats and stuff. Um, but I finally understood hockey, like in how awesome it was when in 2009 my grandpa had a friend who was a Red Wings fan, and the Red Wings and Penguins were in the Stanley Cup final against each other for the second year in a row. And he was cheering for the Red Wings. And it was like, I was, oh, how old was I? 13, 12, something like that. Jack Eichel leads Vegas in points. He has scored up on the score, showed up on the score sheet. He has how many assists though? Like that's because he has the 1 goal and 7 assists. So I think that's what I meant by that. Like he hasn't shown up as like a goal scorer as much as I thought he would, but dude has been phenomenal, 100%. And defensively, he's played really, really well as a center as well. But in 2009, I started watching the Penguins and Red Wings Stanley Cup final, and that Game Seven was so phenomenal. And what hooked me was that last face-off. The Red Wings win it. It gets out to the point, and it's sent on, and there's a scramble. It bounces out, and Marc Andre Fleury has to make the diving save using all the energy that he has left, exerting himself to just will towards that side to get the puck in. And that moment is what hooked me on hockey. I was like, all right, this is my favorite sport. This is it. Like, I love this. And after that, the regular season was hard to get into, especially for me, because again, I was a kid. I focused on school and friends and not really a ton of sports at that point. But go Knights, go! Welcome the real Elliott time. Um, when I saw that save, I followed Marc Andre Fleury. I followed Sidney Crosby because he was the like face of the league and Ovechkin. And I would watch the playoffs. But like my memory is kind of like intermittent from there about like who I was rooting for and all that jazz. I did not like the Blackhawks. I had not liked the Blackhawks from an early age, and I did not like the Bruins either. I remember cheering for Tampa Bay in the 2015 final. I think. Let me double check that because I don't want to be spewing off lies. Uh, let's see, 2015.
Love you.
Love you. Thank you. Yeah, it was the Lightning, and I was cheering for the Lightning. They didn't win, obviously. The Blackhawks did, which is what it is. But then I lived in Vancouver for 2 years, and I was like this close to picking the Vancouver Canucks as my team. Finally, just like, all right, I'm gonna lock in as them as my team. Thank goodness I did not, because holy moly, uh, I still love the Canucks. I love my time in Vancouver. It was fantastic. I met so many fantastic people. It, oh, man. Um, I heard that Vegas was getting an expansion team. I was like, all right, well, I'm picking them, right? They're brand new. Um, they are an expansion team, right? Not a relocation, which was important because Vegas born. I don't know why it makes a difference for Vegas residents. It just does. And it was crazy. I moved back to Vegas for a little bit, and during their inaugural season, like or right before their inaugural season, and then I moved out uh, to Utah to go to school, and they did so well for so long, unbelievably well in that inaugural season. That's why I picked Vegas. So that intermittent time between, well, like I didn't pick them because they were good. I picked them before they were good, and then they just so happened to be good. And I remember going back home for vacation or holiday or something to visit family, and it was like February of the inaugural season, and seeing Vegas everywhere was it was I was going to a completely new place. Like Vegas was not the same. It was branded with the same sports team throughout the entire everywhere. License plates, stickers, jerseys, sweatshirts, shirts, whatever. I remember going to Costco and seeing just so much Vegas merch and everywhere. It was crazy. Like my hometown team, like we cheered for sports and stuff, and like there were sports fans everywhere, right? But not having a sports professional sports team for so long to finally get like a major professional sports team and seeing the difference that it made, I was like, holy moly! And the entire Vegas Valley rallied around that team. They did so well. They came up short in their Cinderella run, but I like there's something so um, like magical about that season that has kept like there's a lot of people will say like, oh, Vegas fans are just wait for a rebuild and then you're going to lose. And yeah, we're going to lose fans during a rebuild. That's going to happen. But I'm not going to be one of them. Hockey was my favorite team sport They got my favorite player, and then they did what they did the inaugural season. They united the Valley after that horrendous tragedy that happened on October 1st. Aces were the first to win a Vegas major professional title, 100%. 100% to that. That was fantastic. The Aces are also a team that I've seen the Vegas Valley rally behind. I'm not into basketball the same way that I am hockey, um, but yeah, um, I had some family that lived in Chandler, Arizona, for a bit, and they would go to Coyotes games, and like we liked hockey in our family, and them getting relocated like that eats at me too. I miss that. I miss the Coyotes. I'm really glad I have the Kachina jersey. Um, and it would be so cool. The Eagles are up 1-0 against the Silver Knights. That's fun. But I like eh, I can't explain to you like how much there's a reason why I'm like Vegas being the really the only like team that I really have in professional sports. I like a lot of like I'll like players and other teams or whatever, but like they are my team. This is my sport. And so like that's how I landed where I'm at. Sad the series is in Battle of the Desert. It's still technically a Battle of the Desert. Utah is a bit of a desert, but the Coyotes, I really wish they were still around. I really thought Utah was going to be an expansion team when the Salt Lake Olympics were going to happen. I really hope the Coyotes are able to come back in some way, shape, or form. I left Vegas, they got a team. I left Utah, and the next season they magically got a team. I'm in like near Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in Athens. Well, I feel like as soon as we leave here, that's when Atlanta's going to get a team back, right? And it's going to be expansion. The NHL is probably expanding, and it just is what it is. Like, I don't think it's going to dilute the talent or anything. It'll make schedules and stuff kind of weird, and it'll make it a lot harder to win the cup because there's going to be more teams you're competing against, right? But I think of the places that they're going to expand, it's going to be Atlanta because I'm leaving here. Like that's trend is going to continue. I really hope Arizona goes back. They're able to go back to Arizona. When Cassie was the coach, yeah, we're losing the Pacific. The Pacific champs once again. I man, I've seeing the interviews that Butch has had on TNT's panel in Game Five and whatnot. Like seeing what he said about like how you play the entire regular season to get to this point, not being able to finish it out 8 games out was rough for him because like he like yeah they were going through rough times and he was like that's how Vegas operates and so that's is how it is. I don't know, man, what would have happened if we had kept Cassidy. I don't think we'd be where we're at now. I but at the same time like I don't think it was his fault. I think it was the players not listening to him, which why ever that is. Uh hope the Aces go back to back again. That would be fantastic. Cassidy landing in Toronto or Edmonton, man, I don't know. He predicted Pasternak as the Bruins overtime winner to extend the Buffalo Boston series, and he loves Boston. Like he loved that city. He loved being their coach, and I think he feels. I hope he feels similarly about Vegas. Um, I don't know. That's something that I see from him, but at the same time, like uh, let's see. How do I do this? Reset time. Perfect. We're about to get started for the second period. I can see. I really hope not for Edmonton because yikes. Toronto, I don't know, man. It really depends on what they're going to do with their general manager stuff. Because uh, for Leafs fans' sake, I really hope they hire whoever they hire for general manager, whether that's Sundin or whoever the guy is from Arizona that was made a general manager at 26. Holy moly, dude! I was thinking about that the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that's he was 26 and made the general manager of a National Hockey League team." what were they doing? But also, I'm nowhere near that, and I'm older anyway. Um, if Cassie lands in Toronto, I think that'll be good for them. It really just depends. The NBA expansion, I know Foley said he was in on it. You think they're going to be called the Venom? I loved snakes as a kid, and anytime I did like an expansion team or create a team for any of the sports games that I had, it was always snake related. The Vegas Venom makes sense to me. The Athletics, yeah. I really wish it was an expansion team for every league that we were going into. I Oakland hates us because we keep taking their teams, right? Coyotes being deactivated hasn't closed the door fully. I know, but there's going to be Coyotes fans that are like, can we not keep the moniker of failure that lasted the entire run? The second period has started. Vegas on the power play. Shea Theodore sends it back. That's Eichel. Skates through into the zone, kicks it. Utah dismantles it, sends it back down. Um, I love baseball. I grew up watching it with my grandpa. I like I really love playing it. It's just really hard to play it organized, especially now, not being in school and whatnot. Um, I don't really follow it very much anymore until like September, October, because oh man, baseball postseason is magical. It I don't know, man. Hockey is just 100% my sport, and it takes most of my attention every time that I'm doing it. Not just because of this channel, but just in general. Like that's how it's always been. I like the Aces. I don't really follow it until the playoffs. Like I said, like I love sports, and I will watch sports year round. Uh, as, oh man, that was on the goal line. Vermelka, really good reaction to just jump on it and scoot it out with the glove. Hurdle at center ice. I really need Tomas Hurdle to step up and actually score, right? Him and Marner. Marner more so, less for him personally, and more just because of media. But um, Hurdle, because my dude, Anderson put it on net. There's another shot for Vegas. And that's going to be it for the power play. Hannafin, shot, blocked. Marino sends it up. It skittles out. Skittles out. What am I talking about? Kerfoot sends it deep. He's forechecking, waiting for his teammates to come up. Ian Cole behind the net sends it up to Pshirka. Pshirka gets knocked down by McNabb. McNabb falls to the ice. Carcone shot wide. Ian Cole grabs it. I have to specify Ian Cole because of Cole Smith and then Riley Smith as well. It's been rough. Dowd skates it up. He's by his lonesome as Vegas makes a change. Kerfoot grabs it. Here comes Paterka with the puck. Oh. If Carter Hart, like, I don't know, man. To be completely honest, I don't think we would be doing as good if we had done either of the other goalies. I do think, legitimately, if we had started whoever we start in net for a game and then immediately switched to Akira Schmid, he would have been phenomenal, unbelievable. Conn Smythe front runner because dude in relief, when he gets in cold, is unbelievably good. Granted, small sample size of like 15-ish games, so it would probably just get worse, right? But like, Uyghur with the puck skates into the neutral zone. Home run lead with the White Sox. The thing that I love watching, like reels or whatever, shorts of parents watching their kids do something in sports. It's so heartwarming. I love it, man. And I know, like, if my kids were to ever, oh, Gunther kind of gets tripped up by Stone. No call, or is there a call? There's a call. Trip on Stone. I mean, I can see them letting that go. I can also see them calling it. So, I think it's a penalty, but I've seen them let go that kind of stuff before. I, he definitely tripped them. I've just seen the exact same thing happen to numerous other players throughout the series, and them not calling it. Jump in fun from regular season to postseason in baseball is insane. It is crazy. Uh, I would say like playoffs wise, yeah, Veggie with a fantastic reaction to literally just scoop the puck out from there and let it slide to the slot was fine because he had teammates there to get it out of harm's way. Um, I would say playoffs wise, NHL playoffs number one, MLB probably second, football third, NFL, and then NBA. It's really hard to compare men's sports to women's sports just because of like um, how different like vibes they are, and because the main women's sport, like I would say PWHL's playoffs have been insane as well. Those are fantastic to watch as well. I would love for Vegas to get an expansion PWHL team, even though I don't live there anymore, and so it really doesn't impact me very much. Vegas has been shorthanded 14 times this series. This is the fewest among remaining playoff teams. That's not going to cause anybody to run amok with that. Okamoto with the Blue Jays hit 2 home runs today. Fantastic. I felt like there was a player named Okamoto. I watched the World Series last year, right? I felt bad for Toronto, but also like I like Otani. I Japanese, right? And so like I I could man, I feel like the main like last name that I've seen in Japanese stuff, like in credits for stuff that I've watched and stuff, has been Yamamoto. There's very rarely Okamotos, and so when there is, I'm always like, great. And then I can get a jersey of that player, and it works just fine. Yeah, totally get it. Yoshi's performance was so fantastic. Like it was honestly because it was yeah. I don't know, man. I 100% deserved to be the MVP for the finals, in my opinion. I think if I'm remembering that correctly. Well, that was my brain is fried, dude. I'm so tired, but this is good. I'm gonna be tired either way, and I'm watching this game either way. This will make. Oh, puck is not loose. That's 9 seconds left on the power play for Utah. Hart made the cover. Okay. I felt bad for Jays fans, especially because like uh, I remember when I lived in Vancouver, everyone with baseball was wearing a Jays hat. Like it's your country's team, and the Raptors are the same way, right? For basketball, although there was some Grizzlies merch in Vancouver because um, I'm I miss the Grizzlies anyway, even though they're still around, but like Vancouver. Um, yeah, no, see that's the thing about sports. I love like celebrating the wins, but also like there's part of me that feels bad for the other fan bases just because like of the human connection and stuff. And sports really like unites people, also divides some people. So that's the double-sided coin of that. But uh, I find it fine to watch the WNBA. It's hard for me to root for some of the personalities that are in basketball on both the men's and the women's side. Like for me, the whole idea of flopping, even though it happens in the NHL and I know that it happens, like it's just rough. Um, I don't know. I feel like it's looked down upon. Oh, Shirka fell to the ice. Utah's going to want to call there, but that seemed like good just fighting for the puck. I can see it either way. In the regular season, that's probably a cross check. Um, I like watching sports in general. It really like the reason it's hard for me to like root for anything specifically is because of I only have so much energy to devote to anything. And so like I can watch anything, any sports stuff. I watch lacrosse with my in-laws because that's their sport of choice. And that's so much fun. I've loved getting into lacrosse and seeing the crossover stuff with hockey has been really, really cool in that regard. Um, Basketball is so appealing because anybody can pick up a basketball and just do it, right? As a sport, like I used to play every week, once a week, for like a year and a half. Utah shot, goalie makes a save. Vegas goalie. Stenlund. Utah's getting looks and chances. I don't know that their shots have been the best placed so far, but that was a good turnover from Stenlund. Korzak, you need to be better at getting on the puck for that. Mm. Shot adjustments go into play. Sports always have highs and lows, 100%. It's just, I mean, I say that as a Vegas fan, knowing that our low, like, there's the lows of like rebuilds and stuff that I can't really relate to because I haven't cheered for a team that's ever been in a rebuild. Um, and I'm not trying to gloat or anything when I say that. Like, it's just I really don't know what that's like, right? But when it comes to like the lows of the playoffs, man, those are so heartbreaking, right? Uh, as ridiculous as letting in 4 goals on one power play is, Game 7 of 2019 is the most. I can't even explain it. Like I was mad, I was sad. That feeling of between those two feelings at the same time, like that's the most I've ever felt that way. Uh, Thankfully, like I haven't had much in my life to feel that way about, and so that like that being a sport thing, like that's a good thing for me. But man, the PWHL is so much fun. I like their jailbreak rule. I don't think the NHL ever adopts it, but when they score shorthanded, it also killing the penalty is such a good rule. William Carlson is in practice. Yo, man. Oh, offensive zone draw for Utah. They win it. Uyghur grabs it, sends it, tries to send it into the slot, but it's blocked by a McNabb. Marner banks it off, and puck is whistled there. Yeah, non-contact jersey. It was just regular, like a. He's not in a non-contact jersey. He was in a regular jersey. That's crazy. I did not think the day was gonna come, even though they kept saying like playoffs. This game seems a lot less chippy than the rest of the series. Or is that just because I'm not paying as much attention because I'm talking to you guys, which happy to do. Like this is fantastic. This has been super fun. Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it. Schmaltz sends it across. Kraus has it behind the net, sends it back around to the point. Sergachev back sends it over to Uyghur. Back to Sergachev on Tits. Howden has it. Now gave it away. Oh, behind Schmaltz. Schmaltz could not get a good shot off. Keller has it. Offsides. No. Schmaltz sends it over. Yep, they called it. Cool. I thought that was off. Excuse me. Yeah, just a terrible turnover. Luckily, we tied up Kraus. Lawson Kraus has been unbelievable from the slot. Um, Low, high, doesn't matter. He's been on fire for them the last few games, especially. Hannafin behind the net sends it over to Anderson. Banks it up through the neutral zone. Jack Eichel with Dorofiev sends it over. Barbashev. It's there. Gunther has it. Skates around Dorofiev. Tries to get it to Cooley. It's broken up. Dorofiev to Anderson. Gets the red line, gets the blue line. He actually skated with it in. He normally dumps it. Barbashev dumps it deep. Marino with the puck sends it up into the neutral zone. Gunther is disrupted by Korzak. Korzak behind Vegas' net drops it for Hannafin. Hannafin sends it up. Cole Smith tipped in deep. Vermelka sends it over. Carcone lost it. The Vegas' fourth line's out there. It's either a penalty or a goal for the most part when they're out there. Dowd. Back. Paterka has it. If VGK advances, I think we will see Wild Bill. Oh, straight back to Hart. Hart plays it out instead of covering. Kerfoot. Vegas comes out with it. Utah creates a turnover. Paterka into the corner. Kerfoot has it, sends it around. Carcone. Sergachev. Cole. Blocked by Dowd. And he shovels it into the neutral zone. Sergachev. Both teams complete. Oh, nope. Nick Dowd steals it, drops it. Cole Smith, shot wide, blocked wide. Paterka flips it up. Vegas chops at it, get it back into the zone. Ian Cole behind the net. Cole sends it up. It's Colzar kicks it, and it's in the bench. That's fun. I miss Wild Bill so much. William Carlson is. Oh man, like he's so underrated for what he's able to do. And I think based on him being in a regular jersey for practice, it suggests that he would return if Vegas goes to the second round. He might return if Vegas goes to Game 7. If like this series goes to Game 7, maybe. Who do you take out? Because that fourth line has been phenomenal. I don't think you take out any of them, even though they would be the natural selection to take out. Do you take out Hurdle? Because uh, Aaron, that's fantastic. If Aaron is your name, um, I'm glad you were able to beat it. That's really rough to come to get out of. I Cancer sucks. Um, that's really cool that you're able to get that. That's really really cool. Happy you're here. Something we'll have to give. Yeah. Um, I mean, Hurdle makes more than that, right? Howden shoved by Dersey. Marner sends it behind the net. It banks out to the point. Theodore sends it back up, but it's intercepted by Sergachev, who gets it up to Keller. Pulls up. Waits for Nate Schmidt as the... Did Utah switch up their defensive pairings? Or they were just in the middle of a change? That close after the start of a shift, though? I don't know. Okay. I haven't looked at Vegas Puckpedia in a while because I've had no need to. It's been a completely different type of season, right? Well, isn't there a playoff cap space 6 million? I don't know. I'll do math during the intermission. Korzak has the puck behind Vegas' net. He waits, sends it up to Hannafin. Hannafin launches it, tipped wide. Vermilka behind the net pulls up, sends it over to Ian Cole. Dorofiev disrupts play. Uyghur grabs it, sends it up. Utah breaking out. Get it to Kerfoot. They go into the zone. They send it over. Jumps over his stick. Hurdle. Or was that Smith? Have I ever been to a playoff game before? I have not. No icing. Icing. No, it is icing. I have not been doing the clock. My wife was asking me this question the other day. I saw tickets for Vegas's game one, and was like, holy moly! If if my wife wasn't out of town, I would have been trying to get a flight out there to just go to a game real quick. My clock is yeah, no, I fixed it. My clock it's a manual scoreboard, and I need to figure that out. I also haven't been adjusting the shot counter at all. Thank you for letting me know, though. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Dowd versus Keller on the draw. Or Schmaltz. Theodore. Up the glass, out, all... Not all the way down. Oh, my feed just cut out. It is going crazy. Interesting. It's back. Yikes. Keller, it just unloaded a slap shot. Theodore, it gets broken up. Kraus keeps it in. Sends it backhand to Schmaltz. All the way around to Sergachev, who gets it up to Keller. Keller sends it deep for Schmaltz. And I haven't seen Yamamoto. I haven't been paying attention enough. Utah has the puck behind the net. Sergachev sends it up. Off. Marner back for Hannafin. Stone gets it deep. Excuse me. That's going to go straight to her. Oh, Utah beats the icing. Chris Tanev covers. Vegas' goalie covers. Yeah, sorry about the lag. Yeah, I don't know. Vegas game, the inaugural season versus the Flames. Wild Bill hat trick. Oh man, the Wild Bill hat trick. Would that have been the first hat trick in Vegas Golden Knight history? Johnny Hockey in person. Man, that story still. I'm sorry, my stream is lagging. I need to figure out how to. I need to. Yeah. Sorry. I'm trying my best. Let me pull up some stuff and close some stuff. Yeah. No, this is super lagging. My bad, guys. Stone has the puck. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening, guys. I'm sorry. Uh, I don't know how to. Oh, let me close this. That might help. My video editor was open, and that takes a lot of running power. So I didn't even realize it was open. I think now that I've closed it, that should help a lot. Okay, is it any better now? Yay! Let's go. Sorry about that, guys. I really am trying to figure. Oh, hold on. Nope, still lagging. I don't know. We. I no, I think that did it. Great. Let's go. All right. There's a little less. Oh, nope. I don't know. We'll figure it out. There's a little less than 6 minutes left to go in the second period. Oh, there's less than that. Played with high stick. Offside. Cool. I'm gonna let the clock run down to 5:12. Because let's see. The whenever I look down, that's interesting. I don't know what's happening. I'm terribly sorry, guys. Let me close that and close that. Shot wide. Carconi. Kerfoot keeps it in for the moment. Shurka sends it up. McNabb. Barbashev. Eichel skates through center. Dumps it in. Goes for a change. Uyghur dances with it through the neutral zone. Nick Dowd in the offensive zone. Gets it deep. Cole Smith back. Anderson slaps it, and I am now ahead in time again. Oh boy. 14, thank you. To 12. And the time is 4:06. Marner gets kicked out of the circle. Howden goes in. Is it just me, or is this like I said this earlier, but like I'm still freezing. My bad. That's another shot for Vegas. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna lower encoder settings. Wow, Sergachev just literally just tried to punch whoever he was in. Howden, I guess. Vegas wins the draw. Korzak flips it on. It was kind of off. Howden or Hurdle. Holy moly. McBain sends it up. Tanev. McBain behind the net, sends it back. Uyghur kicks it up. Tanev circles around, sends it to the slot. Cole, shot, save. Shots are 17-12. Tanev, Uyghur, Cole, blocked wide. Korzak gets it out. Smith, shot. Vermelka makes the save. Theodore, McNabb, Hurdle, Smith, Barbashev. Hannafin has it. Eichel has the puck. Hannafin. Cole. He's been out there for a while. Barbashev. It's on still. Theodore. Tipped wide. Dorofiev. Eichel, Dorofeev, back to the point. Dorofeev backhands it to Eichel, and Tanev tries to clear, does not get out. Man, this has been a tremendous shift for Vegas. Eichel, Hannafin to the middle, can't get out. Anderson sends it back in deep, all the way around. Eichel, Barbashev has it. Anderson, less than a minute left to go in the second period. Vegas still has it in the zone. Marner, shot. Goal! Mitch Marner! Let's go! Yeah! Aaron, I really hope you saw that. Going to bed at the end of the second. Hey, if you saw that, fantastic. Let's go. Almost midnight. Yeah. He just wound up. And dude, he gets around Carcone, winds up. Mitch Marner shows up in game 6 to give Vegas the insurance goal. They're up 2-0. And there's 44 seconds left. I let the clock keep going. Let's go. Vegas's shift. They were in the offensive zone for what seemed that had to have been like a full minute and a half. Fantastic stuff. Utah just got hemmed in. Vegas was able to. I feel like they had like 2 whole line changes out there because Hurdle started out in the offensive zone there, and then it was Dorofeev and Eichel's line, and then Marner got out there, and finally he put it in. Here's Vegas's 4th line. 15 seconds left to go in the period. McNabb shot wide, kept in by Theodore. Yeah, 3 shifts during that. That was insane. Theodore. McNabb. That'll do it for the period. Vermelka makes a couple of good saves to close out the second, but that comes after Vegas goes up 2-0. I don't know what it is about this game. It seems so much less chippy than the rest of the series. Mitch Marner. See, that's the thing. Vegas in the last minutes of the third period are usually like that. I don't know if Tortorella just made them believe it was the end of the third instead of the end of the second, but like I swear, all season, if it's the end of the first or the second, it's the other team putting it into the back of our net. That's been the pattern from my perspective. But I don't know, man. Listen. Good night, Aaron. Thanks for joining me for the first 2 periods. And let's hope Mitch Marner is able to get another one here in the third. Thank everyone of you for being here for it. Vegas, hey, never say never. Vegas was up 3-0 and let in 4 goals, 4 straight in game 4. The game's not over yet. There was the blowout to close the series in the NBA recently. I can't remember who it was. It was like 100 and something to 50 something points, and of course, the somebody from NHL circles, might have been Ryan Whitney, tweeted out how like that in an elimination game is like crazy because, and then like people were like, this was a Stanley Cup clinching game, the 9-3 against from Vegas versus Florida. And I was thinking back and I was like, man, even then, like we were up 6-1. I was like, no, 5-1. with like half the third left. I did not feel comfortable until Stone had that empty netter for the hat trick. Mitch Marner has like the offense wasn't he scored what was it, an assist in each of games 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, it was the Knicks and Hawks. Uh, the Thrashers. Basketball, I like playing it. It's still entertaining to me, but if you compare it for the, I was cheering for, so like every goal. Man, it was a nonstop party in Vegas for Game Five. Like people were talking about, I remember this being a conversation point where, um, man, Vegas isn't celebrating in the final like 10 seconds as like the cup run, the timer runs out, even though they were. But it was also like they had been partying for minutes straight. When Mark Stone scored the hat trick was when I finally started to believe that they were winning that game, that they were going to win the cup. They were in the finals. They were up 3-1, and it wasn't until we went up like 6-1 that I was finally like, we're going to win the Stanley Cup. That was the first time I like actually believed it, and like I cried. um, there's a short on here my channel somewhere that has my reaction to that. Um, Mitch Marner has been phenomenal, and it's the little things, the details that often go unnoticed that I've seen him a lot the most. Like, yeah, he had the assists in games 1, 2, 3, and this is his first goal of the series. He's had 6 points so far, I think, because he got his fifth assist tonight, something like that. If it'll let me. Yeah, so that's his sixth point of the series in game six. So he's a point per game in the series, right? But like, I don't know, man. He's the him and Howden both were essential for the turnover in double overtime in game five, and right there, like, yes, Howden won a face-off that got it to him where he was able to have a chance, but then after that, like, he's so good, man. And good for him to get that goal in game six, right? Cheering for ten, yeah. I don't follow basketball much either. My one of my best friends here is a Golden State fan. He's from that area, so he's also like he didn't follow hockey, but he would have followed the Sharks. He's been to Sharks games. So like he's from that area, and he was cheering for them when they sucked before Steph got there, and so it like I follow it more because of him a little bit, but like yeah, I don't know. I since moving here to the Atlanta area, I haven't at all been like enticed to go to a Hawks game. The Braves and the Falcons, yes, I have like thought about that as well. Um, but like the Hawks, I don't know, man. I've been to Trailblazers games. My wife's from Portland, and we went to one over winter break. Um, that was a lot of fun. Just because like it's just like fun. I don't know how to explain it. It like to go there with people and like it's just a fun time. If you're not like, I think they lost. They were down by like 20 points or something, and then they came back and cut it to like five or something, and then they like went back to down by 20. It's fine. Like I have a Thrashers jersey. The Thrashers. Uh, I don't. If Atlanta gets a team back, what do you think they'd call them? Because I don't think it's going to be the Thrashers. Tried and failed to follow basketball. It just feels like the amount of points is too much. It's college basketball, 100%. I like March Madness. I love watching March Madness, right? But like the NBA, I don't know, man. Um, the amount of points is too much for it to feel like it matters until the last couple of minutes. Some games feel like a slow burn. I totally get that. For me, it's not that way necessarily because, like, I don't know. I've always been kind of a stats nerd when it came to watching sports and stuff, and so like I keep track of like a lot of that stuff, the blocks, the turnovers, the points going up, and then deficits and whatever is happening. But I totally understand where you're coming from with it not mattering until the last couple of minutes. Door was that close from making it. Yeah, dude, there, man, I feel like, and this is not to like, I'm like, uh, it feels like Utah has not given up, but that they don't believe as much that they're going to win the series. Um, I feel like I have more belief that they could win the series than some of them at this point still. Uh, if they were to get one early in the third, that's going to completely change the rest of this game because they are like that was an emotional goal for Marner. Look at his Sully. That is so big for him. And that's big for Vegas too. But I feel like the Delta Center is fantastic. There, it's been so cool seeing Utah rally around their team and their fans being so ecstatic about everything. It reminds me of how Vegas was when they got their team, because you've got people that have never followed hockey that are going to games, seeing the atmosphere, seeing how different it is from anything they've ever felt in their lives, and are like, "This is special. This is different. This is so good. So much fun." And seeing those fans experience that is really, really cool. And I know if Utah scores early in the third, they're gonna pop. They're gonna feel different. But this game, I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been focused here with you guys, but it just hasn't felt like any of the other games. It feels more like Vegas is just kind of in charge. Good, right? They should be. They should have probably felt like this more throughout the rest of the series. But like I said, all it's going to take is one goal from Utah, and momentum will shift. We saw that happen in game four, right? Still 20 minutes left in this game. Plenty of time for heroics on both sides of the ice. What was I going to look at? Puckpedia. um, yeah, Puck. I wish. I miss Cat Friendly. Nothing wrong with Puckpedia. I know they're like a newer website that are still figuring things out and trying to do things in their own way. But feels like it turned after Cooley started quit shooting the puck. Yeah, man, the amount of people that were saying that Barbashev flopped, and don't get me wrong, I think Barbashev is really good at letting things happen to him and like drawing calls. Like he's been really good at that. And I'm knocking on wood because usually when that's said, they'll stop calling stuff even when it's obvious. But like, I don't know how anybody can say that he flopped that. Cooley legitimately wrapped his arm around his neck and pulled. I don't know, man. Um, and apparently that's not even the first time it's happened this series. There was another. I posted about that on Twitter, and somebody had commented saying um, this happened in Game Four or something with somebody else, also on Barbershop though. Let me see if I can find it. Um, Saying that I was looking at rose-colored glasses. It was Kevin Stenlund with a high stick that went around Barbashev's neck or something. I don't know. It was very, very similar. Cooley, Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. I think he might be a player I will grow to dislike if the rivalry grows. 100%, I can feel that. He's so unbelievably talented that as soon as he learns discipline, he's going to be a monster. And that I'm going to say something. So I called him slightly dirty. I think that some of his tactics have been dirty. The word dirty is negative 100% in hockey, right? But I would equate it less that way and more like a rat. You know, I I I, I was thinking about it, and I think the way that he interacts with the opposing team during every whistle and it just goes after stuff and then leaves and backs off. That reminds me of Brad Marchand. And Brad Marchand is one heck of a player. I would love to have that guy on my team. He's super talented. I think he should have gotten the Conn Smythe last year. Logan Cooley kind of reminds me of him a little bit, but slightly more talented as far as like offensive production goes than Brad Marchand. Then they called embellishment after he took a check to the face. Honestly, at that point, like the refs just, I think they technically announced it as an unsportsmanlike conduct. It could have been for embellishment. I would need to check the score sheet for that one. But like, I don't know, man. It was confusing to me. Like, and there are people that are like, well, if it's embellished, then it's not a penalty, right? And that's not what that means. The penalty still could have happened, but if the player sold it to try to draw it, that like there's a world where both can exist at the exact same time. Um, if they will tell me the penalties. Yeah, he got 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct, not specifically for embellishment. I don't know. It was weird. Yeah, he definitely cross-checked him and it rode him high, and that was Jersey. And then I don't know, man. I cannot pretend to understand the NHL refs. It's ridiculous. So I'm an off ice ref with the FPHL, and I constantly am in communication with the refs, the on ice refs, and like they're good dudes. It's just the culture around it is very game manager instead of like calling stuff. You know, is what it is, and both teams have to deal with it, right? It's not just one or the other. You got to deal with it. Utah feels beaten already. This game isn't as chippy as the previous. It feels different than the rest of the series. I don't understand. Like maybe they're just tired after dealing with Vegas the entire. Like this is the thing that the heavier forechecking teams, when they are pounding you down for the first few games, wears you out, right? And yes, Utah's faster. Yes, their 2-on-1s are deadly. I don't know, man. Like you got to be able to do it for 4 series, best of sevens, a potential max of I can do math. 7 times 4 is 28 games, and this is definitely good experience for them. They're definitely going to be able to go into like they could still come back and win this and then win game 7. I don't really know. Um, we'll see. It's we'll see. You know, it's really good for them to understand this, and I know some of their players understand it. Nate Schmidt, Sergachev, right? And Keller was a gold medalist with the USA, and it was different or whatever. But Four Nations wasn't. Was Keller on Four Nations? I don't. Was he snubbed from Four Nations? If I'm remembering correctly, I don't know, man. Utah struggled on defense all year for them to get Uyghur and still have issues. Well, see, the thing is Uyghur is somewhat of a defensive liability still. He's an offensive defenseman, in my opinion, that excels in what Utah was already good at, right? He just made them that much better at it. They put him immediately on the first pair with Sergachev. Sergachev can shut down as a defenseman. And I don't know, man. It's just, I liked Cooley since he's entered the league. When he was with Arizona, I was like, man, this kid is a rock star. He is going to do fantastic stuff. Him and Josh Stone just were, and honestly, Arizona's like youth. Gunther, I've always been a fan of, and I liked Arizona, so that was rough. Man, I did not realize how dirty slash rat ish of a player that he was until this series. And hey, that's great for Utah. I would love to have him on my team, but not that Vegas could afford him. Uh, yeah, and that's generally how the playoffs go, though, is that you like the team that you're playing less and less. Like I expect, uh, oh no, where's my memory? Cosmic Loader, Cosmic Urgency is gonna like me less as the series goes on. If Vegas and Anaheim were to play each other in the second round, like I feel like that's just like that's how the playoffs are. But we'll see. Next season will show if it's more that he's inexperienced or learning, or if he's actually, yeah, I don't know, man. And the thing is because he's so talented, the dirty antics are gonna get looked over a ton by his own team and most of the league that are not paying as much of attention. For example, Nathan McKinnon, Nikita Kucherov, both of those players are similar to that, where they are super talented. They are two of the best players in the league, two of the top three arguably players in the league, and they have this. Warner's gesturing to someone for smelling salts. I love smelling salts. They're so good. Um, I don't know, man. They have dirty stuff in them. Every player is capable of it, but like you see it a lot with. I see it with McKinnon and not Sergey, Kucherov, and I've been seeing it with Cooley. I don't know. Goalie interference. I am like 95% correct with what I think it's going to be called as, even though I think it should be called differently. Um, yep, 20 minutes to win this. Let me reset time. And I sing on Utah. Vegas with an offensive zone draw. What was Vegas Wild Game 6 like? They won 3-2 on May 1st. Puck is loose. Barbashev in the corner. I didn't start the timer again. And Utah with a breakout. Jersey skates up the ice with it. He will get the red line and throw it deep. Shurka gets it, and he shovels it towards Hart, who just covers it. A lot of friends who are massive Avs fans. I like the Avs. I like Mac. Throws a lot of elbows and helmets. I I like Makar. um, Makar and Taves are fantastic defensive, and I acknowledge and appreciate the talent of a lot of the like top players in the league. I cannot stand Nathan McKinnon. I cannot at all cheer for that dude. Recognizing his talent, 100%. Cheering for him, no. Like, and not just because he was the one that put the nail in the coffin in Nolan Patrick's career when he was playing for us. Vegas gets a shot on, but Vermelka, he can't hang on to it, but he covers it up eventually when his player shoveled it to him. Um, it's just, man, I don't know. I don't have the volume on. Pin drop in the Delta Center. They have 14 shots on goal through two periods. That's an average of 7 per period, right? And Vegas is the ones that are they keep pressing, right? Utah's not really been able to generate much this game when it's do or die, right? Because not only do they have to win this game, but then they have to go back to Vegas to win Game 7. And I don't know. It'll only take one goal to completely change the atmosphere in the Delta Center for Utah's benefit. Because if they were to score one, get Delta Center back into it, they're going to ride that energy. But yeah, I don't know. I was told that Vegas was quiet when they were down. So I don't know. Let's keep it that way. Yeah. There's the Mammoth's deadly line. Cooley sends it back. Marino has it. Sends it over to, I think, Sergachev. No, that's Nate Schmidt. Shovels it on, and it shouldered into the netting. Nate Schmidt, man. I think about his conversation with Revo in the locker room when they were being interviewed about pizza. Every time I think of Nate Schmidt, about how Revo can eat whatever and just like whatever. Nate Schmidt's like, I gotta watch Pete with pizza specifically. Fourth line's playing a lot better with more energy. They're more disciplined for sure. They've been playing this way all series, but they have had so much penalty trouble. And again, knock on wood, the fact that they haven't really done anything this game to warrant Utah going onto the power play for it to finally break through has been very, very helpful. Because I think all series, Vegas' fourth line has been extremely effective. Holy moly. Dorofeev steals it. Eichel, oh, excuse me, sends it on, goes off of a stick into the netting. Shots are 21-15 in favor of Vegas. I don't know what my clock is doing. It just skipped on my end, at least. Okay. What? I don't know what my clock is doing. Sorry, guys. Um, King Colzar on him. Tomas Hurdle, Jersey gets it up. They skate through the neutral zone. McBain over to Jersey, flings it in. Hit a body, and McBain, after the whistle, goes after Kolazar. He's trying to do something to activate his team. Like, I get it, but, like, Vegas has no reason to engage. Kolzar's talking back at him, which, good for him. What is happening with my clock? Oh. Hold on. I might need to reset my scoreboard. There we go. Marner on the draw. Gets kicked, so it'll be Howden. Howden, Stone, and Marner. This line is working. Ref's not dropping the puck. There it goes. Kerfoot wins it. Shovels it over. Marner tries to break it up. Somebody's stick is broken. It's a Utah player, but Utah's breaking it out. Schmaltz goes in. Hart plays it. Back to Anderson. Anderson just high flips it. And icing? Yep, Uyghur. No icing. Okay. Theodore muffs it. Utah enters the offensive zone. Marino sends it back deep. Theodore, Stone. Having Marino and Uyghur out there at the same time doesn't make a ton of sense to me. They're both right-handed shots. I don't know. Maybe they're in the middle of the change. but I feel like entering the offensive zone would have been. I don't know. I don't know. Carconi tipped in by Schmidt. Stenlin, Marino. Yikes. Uh, okay. Schmidt got knocked over by Sissons. Carconi, Paterka, and Vegas clears it. That'll be an icing. Good pressure from Utah. My clock isn't working again. Yeah, Sissons definitely got away with interference there. I don't know. I think he was expecting it to go cross crease and then it just didn't. He went for the shot, but like if that had been on, that probably would have gone in, right? It's the baffling decision making from my point of view. Here we go with the fake drops again. Okay, Cooley versus Dowd. Cooley wins it. Back to the point. Jersey drops it for Gunther. Wide. Hart can't cover it. McNabb goes to the ice. Sissons gets it, clears it. Cole Smith tries to beat it. No icing. Cole Smith, he does get it. Drops for Dorofiev. Sergachev has it. No, Doro! Wow. Yo. Eichel sends it over. Anderson plays up, gets it deep. Utah cuts it off. Puck makes its way to Barbashev anyway. Gets to Eichel. Eichel back to the point. Hannafin over to Anderson. Now Utah. Uyghur just tackled Barbashev. Hannafin. Eichel nowhere near the puck. I don't. Okay, refs are not letting anything. Not calling anything. It's game 6, so it's to be expected. Keller sends it around. And it skates over his stick. Kolzar clears it. Marino back in his own zone. Sends it over to his partner. Nate Schmidt. Blocked. Stone tries to win it. Vermelka gets there first. Oh, wow. Howden, Hurdle couldn't control the puck. Carconi. No, that's Tanev. Is that Lauzon? Stone intercepts it. Of course he does. One of my favorite calls I've ever heard on about Mark Stone is he could steal the hubcaps off of a moving car. Korzak. Howden. Marner? No, Sissons. Jersey. The Utah's playing with more urgency. They should have been doing this all game. I mean, I'm grateful they didn't, but Carconi drops, sends it to the point. Jersey shot, save. Marino back, gloved. 12:53 left to go in the third. Dorofiev just missed a backhand. Time is winding down here. 13 minutes left. Not fast enough. Honestly, if I'm Utah, I regret that trade. Josh Doan has been fantastic for Buffalo. And yeah, like, I don't know, man. Um, hey, do what you can, man. The amount of times that I have um, the game on my phone, especially during the regular season, um, while we have a different show on. Interesting. Burn the clock, more goals. Yeah. If I'm hurdle, I don't want to get my goal on an empty netter. So what was I doing? Calculator. There are so many times where I'm just like, hey, what was I doing again? Let's see. 12, 10, 9.5. Oh, that's not a point. 6.75, 5.9. I'm calculating salaries to try to see where we're at. Especially because, like, ooh, yikes. That could have been bad. Eichel ices it. Utah's putting some pressure on. Shovels it back to the point. It gets deflected in front. Goalie had to be sharp to get that. McNabb kind of locked Gunther there in a headlock. That was weird with like his elbow, and I don't know. That was weird. Um, I mean, there's that Silver Knights lost 1-0 in the AHL. It's a best of three for the first series. Is it best of fives until the final? Best of seven? Goal. Yamamoto gets his first of the season series, first of the playoffs. I mean, it's round one, same thing. Kyler Yamamoto, Oiler draft pick, played with Seattle, couldn't really find his footing with either of those clubs. Has found a home here in Utah. Has been fantastic with Gunther and Cooley, and just like that, the Delta Center is alive, and Utah's. They were never out of it. They're right back in it. Delta Center is loud. Okay, there's still 12 minutes left to go in this game. Ah, yikes. Dursey had a fantastic chance. The puck popped out to the slot. Like, they just need a bounce. Heart covers. Carconi circles in behind the net. It just pops out to the slot. Dursey missed it. It took 29 seconds for them to score two when they were down 3-0 in game four. Oh, man. Round two, the AHL playoffs is best of five. So we have to win. Henderson has to win three of the next four. I didn't expect Utah to go down without a fight either. It was just weird. The energy through the first two periods was completely different than the rest of the series, and like all it took was that one goal, and it's right back to where it was. I mean, definitely, like Utah in general before the goal happened started playing like I thought they should have been playing all game, like they have been all series. They've been playing this way all series. I haven't started the clock again. Um, they started playing like how they played the rest of the series in the beginning of the third, and they get one back. Cole Smith is able to no, now it's out. Stone Dowd had a chance, but it's stopped by Vermoka. Oh, okay. Um, if I'm William Carlson, if he's good to go, like, mm, I'm looking at the lineup, and like maybe you take out Riley Smith, which is just kind of funny, taking out Smith for Carlson. I'd take out Hurdle at this point. Dude has been not worth the 6.75 this series. Puck drop. Vegas had a shot from the point, but it's stopped by Vermoka. Veggie has played really well this game, despite the two that he allowed. Marner's was just a perfect snipe, and then Howden was off the end boards bounce, and there's nothing he really could have done. He's made some really good saves. Utah's goalie taking the energy back a little bit, yeah, but I don't know. This is different than how the Delta Center has felt all game, even though Vegas is right now having some offensive pressure. McNabb shot. Yes! Colton Sissons, the fourth line for Vegas, again shows up. Let's go. Vegas's fourth line. This is the difference maker in the playoffs. The fourth line, the depth goals. That is what makes a huge difference in a deep playoff run. They need to keep this up. They have been fantastic this whole series. They have been staples. They have been successful in everything that they've done. They have gotten caved in a little bit against Utah's second line, which is the Cooley, Gunther, and Yamamoto line, but and they've taken some brutal penalties, but they have been so solid all series. And McNabb takes a shot. Vermelka has struggled with rebounds and letting rebounds go, and that one pops out to Sissons, and he's able to bury it to restore Vegas's two-goal lead. That took the energy right back out of the Delta Center. It's still higher than it was before Utah scored their goal. Icing on Utah, but it dropped off. Let's go. That's his second goal of the series. I still think it's a little higher than it was before Utah scored their one, but it dropped significantly for sure. All series, Veggie's made really good saves on the initial shots. Like some of the ones that he's made have been ridiculous. Another icing on Utah. Um, his rebound control has been brutal. As good as Vermoka is as a goalie, he had more wins I think this series season than any other goalie in the league. Um, Nate Schmidt grabs the puck. I need to blow my nose. Schmaltz has it. Uyghur sends it up, and there's a whistle. I'm trying to remember. It's also nice to see Vegas actually respond. Not unravel. Yes, 100%. Um, one of the so I make uh, one of the videos that I do skit wise that includes every team in the league is the face off series that I've done that has like the teams against each other talking about it, whatever. One of the lines that I was probably going to have, so spoiler alert for the second round, is whoever, if Vegas gets there, whoever is facing Vegas, which would be Anaheim at this point, would talk about how like Vegas would be like, "Yeah, no lead is safe," and Anaheim would respond with, "Yeah, not even yours." Game four, really allowing four straight. Anyway, um, 1 year ago today, the Vegas Golden Knights won 3-2 against the Minnesota Wild in Minnesota, ending Marc-Andre Fleury's career. That he was able to play that one more preseason game in Pittsburgh, which that was fantastic against Minnesota too. That was really cool. Vegas had a 3-1 lead in the third period. They had a 2-goal lead or 2-1 lead after the second. So slightly different, but then they scored. Mark Stone made it 3-1, and 31 seconds later, Minnesota made it 3-2, and then Vegas just held on for dear life the rest of that game. My voice is grovelly and near gone. I'm sorry, guys. I hated Hartman. Man, Hartman is such a polarizing player for me personally, let alone in the rest of the league. Because, dude, uh, it was Ryan Hartman that flipped off of Vander Kane, right? I immediately loved him for that. He got a fine of like $5,000, and I was like, man. And then there was the whole Venmo. People found his Venmo, and they were paying him to cover for the fine or whatever. And then he donated all that to charity anyway. Yeah, Stone, his he is he tries to bat the goal into the back of the net so often, and it worked out in that game. I've seen him. He tries that a lot. Marner, Howden couldn't corral the puck. For Melka, I think poke checked it a little bit. Utah gets possession back, sends it into the neutral zone, and he will shovel it into the corner. Kerfoot sends it to Marner, who rips it off the glass, can't get it out. Now it went into the bench. Ryan Hartman had 2 goals in that game, his first and second of the series of the playoffs. Um, yeah, what a crazy. And I'm happy for Minnesota moving on to the second round. I feel a little bit bad for Dallas because like they're a good team, right? And to be out in the first round, even though they were playing the Wild, who are fantastic. Like, oh man, that Central, that three-headed monster. I'm hoping Colorado and Minnesota go seven, and they are able to take each other out. Like, that's going to be a rough series, hopefully. Um, so that way, even if Vegas doesn't make it out of the first, because there's still plenty of time left to go in this game, or second round if they were to make it against Anaheim, like I really, I think it would be fun for Anaheim to show up against and prove the Pacific naysayers wrong that the champion of the pillow fight in the playoffs would be able to take it to the best of the best in the Central. I I Wild look really good too. Not the President's Trophy curse as well, 100%. Like I if there was a team that were to beat it, I would say the Wild would be the ones to do it. Is the thing. The Wild this year, or not the Wild. Oh my goodness, the Avs this year are. just are really stinking. They're this way every year though, right? I do not feel bad for Ben at all. Ben is like the I Ben is I like Robertson and Ottinger. They're the high stick. Cooley lost his cool, dude. He is such an undisciplined player. Yeah, so like he loses the face off, he immediately shoves who was that on the center dot? And then lets his stick ride high. Like the shove after in the playoffs is fine. That's expected. It's the riding up. He's got to control his stick. I the thing is Vegas and Dallas hate each other. Vegas, the teams, the fans, goal, Marner, again. Let's go. Let's freaking go. 4-1 lead. Listen, nothing's over. Uh, I, okay. So, Aaron, hope you're able to have the dream in your dreams going to bed, of Marner scoring that power play goal to give Vegas the 4-1 lead. Um, when it comes to Dallas, I don't have as much disdain for them because in the videos that I made from the 2024 playoff first round, which should have been Western Conference final, um, I had such good interactions with sane Dallas fans. And for that reason, like, I don't know. I like a lot of their younger players. Um, I like Otter and I like Robertson a lot. Um, I liked Stan Coven. I wanted Vegas to draft him instead of Josh Dean. Um, Not that it would have mattered anyway, because we sent him for Barbashev, and Barbashev is fantastic. Ben carries so much hate. I 100% agree with that because he just uses people's necks and faces as landing points, and it's hard because like it's consistent. I don't know, man. I don't understand how Ben gets away with so much. Jersey sends it over to Keller. Utah's desperate right now. They better be flinging everything on and hoping for a bounce to be able to send it on. They're down by 3 with 7 minutes left. Like, you expect a goalie pull here in the next minute or two. Getting crap all the time for being a Vegas fan is going to happen no matter where you live. So even though like, and Dallas and Vegas have that rivalry because of the playoff series, they've had what, 3 against each other, 2 in the third round, and then that one in the first. And Vegas is Dallas is 2-1 in that series in that matchups. But man, I don't know. I think it's because of the interactions with Dallas fans that I've had that have helped me not be as upset. I cannot stand JV Ben, but like other than that, I don't know, man. I like Heiskanen. I felt really bad, and I understand why people like hated Stone for that injury specifically. Marner blocked. If we can get a Marner hat trick in Game 6 to close out the series, oh man, eating good tonight. That again, don't get ahead of myself. Gotta just win this game. That's what matters. Ben guillotine Stone. I see the thing that the team I dislike the most is the Oilers. 100%. He fell. Yeah, yeah, he just fell. Why? He just so happened. It just so happened that his stick went right towards his neck. I don't know. I'm sure. One of the opportunities that my wife had when choosing her PhD, which school to go to, she got offers from a school in Texas. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't want to live in Texas. Not no offense to like people that live in Texas at all. It's Texas sports fans specifically that I have a hard time with, and like I don't know. Yep, goalie to the bench, empty netter or empty net. No, not yet. Hannafin sends it wide, icing. Oh man. Um, I don't know. I think Texas sports fans are the way that they are, and it's good that we have them in the country. I hate the Cowboys, so I'm really sorry, Will, if you like them. Um, I just I think it's so funny they're in it every year. Like it's their year every year. I don't know. At the game, he fell on stone from where I was sitting. It looked like he went off the turnbuckle. I was so confused as to how he acted innocent on that. He got suspended, what, 1 game for that? 2 games for that? Yeah, I really like that first round series was the worst for Dallas and Minnesota to be going at each other in the first round. That was similar to 2 years ago when Dallas and Vegas were against each other. But it was because Vegas was a wild card team because of injuries and stuff, getting to the final standings. Another icing. Why is Vermelka still in the net? You're down by 3 with 4.5 minutes left. It's the end of the season. If you've already conceded the game, if you already think that you've lost the game, why not try to pull the goalie and like I don't understand why coaches are I don't know man. Um I man, Jason Robertson. I want a Jason Robertson jersey. The black alternate that they were using in the playoffs, the Dallas Stars, that throw back to the retro, but have their new colors are so sick. I want a Robo jersey so bad. If I were to customize my Stars jersey, it would definitely be a Robertson. Um, Being a Cowboys fan, that's fine. So when I first met my wife, she didn't really follow football, but she was a Cowboys fan because she liked their uniforms, which she's a huge sports nut. Like she loves sports and she follows it for the athletics and stuff. Um, and now she's not like she likes the Cowboys fine, I guess, but like she's not a Cowboys fan. She just I was like that was one of the first conversations we had because we talked about sports, and I was like, I don't like the Cowboys, and then she was like, I like them because anyway, I get and like I have nothing wrong with Cowboys fans. Like I understand why like being a fan because you're in proximity to them as well, or because you have some connection to that. And like Dallas Cowboys games are always on, right? So like a lot of the nation that don't have like a local team were always seeing their games because they were always the nationally televised ones. So becoming a fan because of that as well, like I understand. I'm not going to gatekeep fans. Fans can be whatever they want, right? I don't know why now they pull the goalie. Keller missed it. Kept in for goal. Cole Smith. Cole Smith. Vegas' fourth line again. It's 5-1, and that should do it. I didn't say that with 4-1. I did not say that with 3-1. I'm saying it with 5-1. Okay. The Vegas Golden Knights in game 6 of the first round will slay the Mammoth. And who they have put up a monster first series for their playoff debut. This is fantastic. Seattle in their first series beat the Avs, right? And the Avs were, or shoot, they had just won the Stanley Cup, right? And then so that would have been 2023. And then they beat them and then lost in the second round to the Stars, right? That's how that went. Um, and that was a good debut, but like the Avs they had just been on that long deep run in the playoffs, that taxing run where they won the cup and they didn't have Landeskog all season. They were injured in the playoffs like every team is, but like more so, right? And so like you understood why Seattle was able to beat them in a really good series. And Vegas obviously won their first 3 series, but for a series that Utah's lost, they have played really well. This has been a fun series. Um, even though it stresses the crap out of me and the two fan bases not liking each other, it makes me sad. Because I lived in Utah and I have friends that are Utah Mammoth fans because I introduced the sport of hockey to them, right? And so they cheer for the Golden Knights, but they live in Utah. And then Utah gets a team and they start cheering for the Mammoth because, of course. And so Mammoth and Vegas were playing each other. And my best friend in Utah is like, no, I'm cheering for the Mammoth. His wife was like, oh, Vegas. So cool. Georgia Vanette. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, so Vegas, we're going to commercial with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left. Vegas has a date with the Ducks. Um, we're gonna need William Carlson. Dude is a duck hunter. He scores against the Ducks very well. I really am hoping that for the first time in their career, they're going to be playing against a team that gave up on them. William Carlson, Shea Theodore, and no, like they did what they had to do, right, in the expansion draft. And but I, for their sake, am hoping for big series, however that's pronounced, from the return of William Carlson and Shea Theodore. William Carlson's going to be so out of like game readiness, so it's going to probably take a bit for him to get back into it. But let's go. The only time in Vegas' history that Anaheim was in the playoffs at the same time as them was the inaugural season, where Anaheim got swept by San Jose before San Jose lost in six to Vegas. I think this is going to be a very similar series to this one, where um, the younger, faster team puts up one heck of a fight. The Ducks are so much better at coaching than I feel like Utah's is. No offense to Utah's coaching staff. The one thing that gives me hope more so than probably I should have is the fact that Jay Woodcroft was on the bench for the Ducks. He knows the Oilers, and so that gave them a heads up for it, right? I'm hoping that that is one of the reasons why they were able to dismantle the Oilers as easily as they did in the last when Anaheim won, they won, right? And Edmonton was injured 100%, with McDavid being ineffective due to, I'm assuming, a high ankle sprain. But so that's, yeah, Hunter Reborn 77. Thanks. Let's. I'm hoping for just a good series, honestly. Anderson to the box for something. I'm not even paying attention to the game anymore. I'm just doing the eulogy for the Mammoth. Um, I I think, man. But the thing is for the Mammoth, I look at the Central Division and I'm like, holy like where's room? Because Hellebuck probably has a better season than he did this season. The Jets are locked up with what they have, right? And so like Hellebuck is completely capable of stealing an entire season. So if they come back at all, Utah's probably going to get better from this, right? But the Wild, the Stars, and the Avs are who they are, right? I don't know. Like, there's going to be change. Of course, there's going to be change. But it'll be interesting to see what the Mammoth are able to do from here. Um, Fantastic series from an entertainment standpoint. I think Vegas sends it all the way down. Interesting how that works. Um, Vegas has home ice advantage. That's going to be helpful. For the sake of going on to face the winner of Colorado, Minnesota, I hope it doesn't go seven. Either way, if Vegas is out in four, but the Minnesota and Avs series goes seven and they're beating each other up the entire time, I think that would be better for the Pacific. Man, I don't know if Vegas wins in four. Like, I don't know. The thing is Vegas's reigns under Tortorella have been under weird circumstances, right? Where like the teams that we played, we had to beat them right to end the season. But like, I don't know. And even with facing the Mammoth and seeing Vegas's resiliency and the fourth line being super effective and Vegas's stars, except for Hurdle, showing up, it's been really, really interesting. But we're not gonna still know what the Knights are made of until we see them against the Ducks. Um, Sorry, I'm getting to them. Fans leaving early, especially in the playoffs. No, I don't get that either. Like I paid for those seats. I don't care if we're getting blown out 10 to nothing and I have work or school the next day. If I'm in that building, I'm in that building till the very end. But also at the same time, I'm not going to gatekeep. Like I understand like there are other fans that this isn't the most important thing in their life. Like this isn't something that brings them the most joy in their lives and they're going for fun. So is what it is. People are allowed to make their own decisions, right? So yeah, those Utah fans still waving their flags, their towels, you know, they've got a really good reason to celebrate this season. A really good reason to celebrate this season. That sounded weird coming out, but yeah. Um, what a fantastic season for Utah. I thought they were a dark horse to make the playoffs last season in their inaugural year. I thought they would make it. I also thought Anaheim would make it, by the way. Um, I thought they would make it here. John Tortorella. Oh, Vegas have won 68% of playoff series all time. They're 13 of 19. This is the highest in NHL history among active teams. Hey, congrats, Utah, on a fantastic season. Favorite player was Marner. Marner was so good. Hey, thanks, Ben, for being here. Marner was fantastic. He showed up for us in game six. I'm really glad that he was able to be here and was able to do that for his legacy as well. The Jets are old. They're getting older. The thing is that I'm saying is Hellebuck on his own can steal a whole season, right? There's a reason that he won the Hart Trophy last year. My voice is gone. The Ducks being a test does feel weird. I thought Utah was going to be a test, and in a way, it was. The problem is I think the Ducks are a better version of Utah because of their coaching. I love Dylan Gunther is a beast. Logan Cooley is super talented, albeit undisciplined. If Anaheim's players, Cutter Gauthier, Jackson McComb, Beckett Seneca, if they are more disciplined but just as fast and just as able to do all this stuff, I don't know. And say what you will about Q, I think he's a better coach than Bear. So it's going to be interesting. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining me on this impromptu live stream. I really appreciate every single one of you for being a part of this and just talking with me. And let's go Knights, go! I'm gonna record my post game thing, which I'm gonna post. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. No, no, I'm gonna do it now. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. I will when the schedule comes out. We'll see if I'm able to do any of the Ducks live streams. But go Knights, go! And get ready, Anaheim. Thank you all for joining me. Have a good